Welcome to Toffee TV. It is three things: Everton 2, Leicester City 2 in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. Leicester won on penalties at Goodison Park tonight. They go through to the semi-finals. Everton unfortunately out on penalties in a competition that has never been lucky for us. First thing I'm going to talk about is Michael Keane. I thought he was poor, particularly in the first half. It frustrates me, Michael Keane, because he does some good stuff well, and basic stuff he seems to struggle with at times. And tonight, I defended him the first season. He struggled, and there was reasons behind it, and playing through injury and confidence and all that. And I thought last season he was excellent for us. This season he's never really got going, and I think the problem is it's definitely a confidence thing with Michael Keane. But tonight, his decision making, particularly, like I say, in the first half, was shocking. And hesitating, letting Jamie Vardy get in front of him. Jamie Vardy knocked him over. Keane was in control on the shoulder pads and he falls over. And you're 6'3" or 4", Michael. You've got to be a little bit nastier as a centre back. You don't have to try and injure people to be nastier, but you have to make sure that they know they're in a game and they're playing against you. And I just think he's too nice. He's too nice for that position. I looked at Johnny Evans up the other end, and he doesn't mind leaving it in on you. He makes sure, he gets the ball, but he'll get you as well, and he's stronger and stuff like that. And Michael Keane, I look at him and just think he's probably a similar level, he's a good Premier League defender, but for us at the moment, it's just not happening for him. And I know, listen, we're down to bare bones, really. Duncan Ferguson's done an incredible job to get these players getting results they have been getting with the amount of players he's had available. Again, 7 or 8 players missing tonight from the squad. It's too big a gap to lose against the team who's flying at the moment. But Michael Keane, you've got to be stronger than that. Got to get nastier, defend properly, be decisive, don't hesitate. Just, make your mind up and go and do the thing. He seems to change his mind halfway through what he's doing, and it causes us issues. But, let's hope that he can pick himself up. The second thing I want to talk about is Alex Iwobi, who's another one who I thought had a poor game tonight. Now, I like Alex Iwobi. I am an Alex Iwobi fan. I think he's done reasonably well since he come in from Arsenal. I think he's a player that likes to get you going forward. I think there's nothing wrong with his work ethic. I think he worked hard tonight. But another one who has to be stronger in his convictions in terms of tackling, and he's sometimes far too sloppy in possession, and he was tonight. He had a really poor game tonight. Probably his worst game for Everton was tonight. Not in terms of effort and work rate, like I say, he ran around and he pressed, but just sometimes he's like a bit like a headless chicken, and his passing, it's sloppy. And I think he's the type of player that can really get you going. He's clever. He can see a through ball. He can pick a pass. He puts the ball into dangerous zones. But he's one of those players, in my opinion, is that when he's not on it, he struggles big time. And I think he's got to get that little bit of consistency. Because we need him at his creative best, because this isn't a team that's very, very creative, particularly at the moment with the injuries we've got. We need him to be playing well, and I just think he struggled big time tonight for me. And final thing I want to talk about is Duncan Ferguson again. But this, to me, is obviously we're moving towards Carlo Ancelotti being named as the new Everton manager, and it looks like Duncan Ferguson's going to be an assistant manager at Everton, and that's the right decision, most definitely. But I thought what he demonstrated tonight, considering he's working with bare bones, like I said before, what he demonstrated tonight was his ability to get a reaction. Now, the first half was poor, it wasn't, and anyone who says it wasn't will be lying. Everton were way off in the first half, but 2-0 down, deservedly so. But he got a reaction, and I thought he came out and battled for him in the second half, battled for the fans, and it showed that when you fight and battle and don't give up. And I thought the crowd stayed with the team brilliantly tonight. In that second half, we got goals, we got 2 goals and got ourselves back into the game. Under Marco Silva, rightly or wrongly, whatever it was, we couldn't seem to get ourselves back into games like that. I think if that would have been Marco tonight on the side, I think we lose that game 3-0. Because of just the way we got the energy going and the way we pressed the ball and the way we got stuck in. I just don't think that was instilled into the team under the previous manager. And Duncan Ferguson's been able to do that in less than 2 weeks, isn't it? It's almost 2 weeks since he's been the Everton manager. It'll be tomorrow. So it's remarkable really what he's been able to do in that short space of time. So you've got to take your hat off to him for that. He's given Everton, a bit of pride again. I think the fans, the place tonight, 2, 3, 4 weeks ago, 2-0 down in a game like that, the crowd would have turned. They didn't turn tonight. They were disappointed at half time. We were disappointed. There was no real boos. Certainly no loud ones. So the fans stayed with it, and that is in no mean feat because of what Duncan's done. And we've gone out on penalties, but I just thought it was important to highlight the change that he's brought, the attitude, the fact that the players believe now that the game isn't finished, and I think that gives me confidence going forward, particularly Saturday, because I think he will still pick the team. I think at the weekend, even if Ancelotti's there. But it gives me confidence that the rest of the players, want to buy into that. And when we get our other players back and the squad is stronger, I think it'll stand us in good stead going forward. So I just thought it was important to highlight that. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Make sure you subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, join us on Patreon if you want more videos. Check out Ped's instant match reaction. Other than that, see you later.